It's Fired Up Friday, and this is not your feel-good pep talk. This is the Bad Influence podcast, the one they told you not to listen to because it ruins comfortable lies. I'm Jordan Banderas, and today we're lighting your fears on fire, burning your excuses to ash, and waking up the part of you that's done pretending. If you want control over your life, it starts right the hell here. New drops every week, but today, we burn the old version of you down to the foundation. So let's get something straight immediately. You're not cold. You're clear. You're not negative. You're awake. And the people calling you too serious, too intense, or too realistic are usually the ones still hiding inside fantasy. Because clarity makes people uncomfortable. Oh, yes, it does. Especially people who survive on illusion. So let me ask you something that cuts deep. Where in your life are you still choosing comforting lies over uncomfortable truth? That's a good question. You don't need time to think. Your body already knows. The relationship you keep excusing. The job you keep tolerating. The standard you keep lowering so you don't have to confront the cost of change. You don't stay there because you're stupid. No, you're not. You stay because truth will demand movement, and movement would demand courage. So here's the first shift. Stop asking if it feels right. Ask if it's real. Then move accordingly. That's all you have to do. Now, let me ask you, what reality do you already know is real, but keep pretending isn't that bad? Your anxiety isn't random. Your exhaustion isn't laziness. Your resentment isn't negativity. No, it is not. They're receipts. Every time you go quiet about something that matters, and we all do this, your nervous system keeps the score. Oh, yes, it does. There's psychological research about this. Every time you rationalize behavior you'd never accept from someone you respect, your self-trust erodes. Stop minimizing what's already screaming. Clarity hurts once. Avoidance bleeds you daily. Think about it. Here's a question most people never ask. Who benefits when you stay optimistic instead of honest? Anyone who profits from your silence loves your positivity, right? Your optimism keeps the peace, but at your expense. People who don't want to change will always ask you to stay hopeful. Yes, they will. What they really mean is, don't disrupt the system that works for us. Honesty isn't cruel. It's corrective. And correction always exposes who benefited from the lie. And that's why people don't like the truth. At one point in my life, I forgot who I was and I became a conformist. I had a job that paid the bills. Nothing special, nothing inspiring, but it was safe. And I told myself, I'm good with this. This is fine for me. This is enough for me. I don't need any more. That's the lie most people live inside. If the bills are paid, they think the soul doesn't matter. Then reality hit. My wife got sick. And as I have said before, that changed my life for the better. Because all that comfort evaporated in a day. Bills didn't care about my optimism. No, they did not. Life didn't care about my routine. Hope didn't carry weight anymore. Reality didn't ask how I felt. It demanded clarity. That moment stripped me of fantasy. Oh, yes, it did. I realized something brutal and freeing at the same time, and I'm going to share it with you. Comfort doesn't prepare you for storms. Clarity does. That's when I stopped being just positive and started being precise as well. I didn't become cold. No, I didn't. I became accurate. I didn't lose empathy. I lost delusion. I stopped hoping life will work out. And guess what I started doing? I started preparing so it would. I started reading patterns instead of listening to promises. I stopped trusting words over behavior. And that wasn't trauma. That was initiation. Yes, it was. So, let's be honest. Clarity isn't cozy. It costs you belonging. It costs you rooms where denial is the dress code. It costs you relationships that only survive on pretending. But here's what it gives you. Self-trust. And self-trust is a currency most people never earn. Naivety feels warm. Oh, yes, it does. Clarity feels lonely. That's why nobody likes it. But only one of them keeps you alive. You stop arguing with words. You started observing actions. You stop debating intentions. You started measuring impact. And that's what scares people, and it scares them shitless, because truth doesn't announce itself, it repeats. Once you see the patterns, excuses stop working. Once you see reality clearly, you can't unsee it. And that terrifies people who survive on hope without responsibility. And how many of you know people like that? But let me ask you this. What if your pain wasn't bad luck, but the price of waking up? Pain is tuition. Every loss sharpens your perception. Every disappointment strips illusion. You didn't break. You calibrated. That's why you don't get blindsided anymore. Especially right now, right? Optimists hope things work out. Realists make sure they do. You don't fear the dark because you mapped it, and that is the truth. You don't panic in chaos because you expected it. While others pray, you prepare. While others hope, you read patterns. And that's not negativity. That's leadership. And that's what your life needs right now. Once you stop expecting fairness and start mastering reality, something changes in you. You stop being offended by how the world works. You start navigating it skillfully. Fairness is a wish. Mastery is a plan. And you choose the plan. The plan doesn't choose you. And I want you to understand that. Because you're not pessimistic. You're responsible. You don't live in fantasy. You dominate reality. You don't flinch when others panic. No, you don't. You assess. You adjust. You execute. And that's why life bends when you move. And others don't like that. What truth are you avoiding right now that will instantly make you more dangerous? The truth about where you're tolerating disrespect from others or from yourself? Face it. Name it. Act on it. Yes, you have to act on it. Because clarity isn't passive. It's catalytic. Comfort keeps you liked. And we all know that. But clarity makes you lethal. So choose clarity and move like someone who already sees the whole map. And remember, the choice is yours. If you're still making excuses after this one, that's on you. But if you're ready to move, burn the damn comfort zone down right now. This is the Bad Influence Podcast. Stay relentless, stay dangerous, and make them remember your name. Have a great day.